Hello, everyone. All right, we're gonna be doing Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. Give me 1 second. I have to fix this fan. 'Cause it ain't blowing anywhere near me. I can get that. So we are doing The Awakened. I did spend a few minutes to replace our chat doc, and which is good news, is because, well, I can readjust this indefinitely, giving us more screen time. Hello, Phoenix, and this new OBS chat will give me a sound of when somebody is actually chatting. Okay. So let's go into The Awakened. I am doing a walkthrough, only because this is going to take all right. So this is based on the Young Sherlock Holmes series, and the reason why I chose this game is because it was referenced in the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Although at the time that the Testament of Sherlock Holmes came out, this version was not out. So he was referencing the point and click game, which I will be playing that point and click game. I hope I didn't mess anything up because I turned everything on max. So it's utilizing my 3050 graphics card. The graphic, this is on Unreal Engine, which would be completely interesting because the Sherlock Holmes series actually took an interesting route similar to Resident Evil.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that, I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
All right. London Advised Advertiser, September 28, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps. During a recent visit to London by Swedish Prince Dur. I don't know how to pronounce that because I'm not Swedish. Somebody get PewDiePie. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Idur's personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late night promenade. The spokesman for the police assures the advertiser that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the Gentlemen's Club or the fair nightingales who comfort them. Hey.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting. Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
So the office is literally identical to what it was in the Testament, and he pulled everything out. So this should be Sherlock's room over there. And that should be Dr. Watson's...
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
This would actually be the first time I'd actually explored anywhere other than the office. Just haphazardly knocked into a table. Okay. That's better.
Don't look at me. If you want the newspaper, you'll have to get your hands dirty.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil.
Well, they kept the run button on the same. All right. I gotta look. I gotta go rummage through the garbage again.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson.
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings. I'll stand watch, just in case the strange man comes back. Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Let's see.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
The young newspaper seller didn't see much. He noticed a suspicious man approach the house, and then he heard loud noise. He said that the man was kneeling at our doorstep afterwards, but the newsboy lost sight of him due to his customers. Apparently, the man was carrying a stack of books. Cactus spine potentially poisoned. The missing copy of the Strand was in the bin, with a cactus spine stuck in a sheet. Such spines are very tricky to remove once embedded in the skin, making it the perfect assassination tool if doused with poison. The rest of the newspaper is damp and dirtied with potting soil. The Strand is missing. Watson brought in the Morning Post, but the Strand is missing. She disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. There is still a chance it might be found in the dustbin. The newspaper is indeed in the bin. London Advertiser. Books from Barnes among the morning deliveries. Okay. Let's give him the classic. Oh, this is Dr. Watson. He used to wear the bowler hat. Who ruined the Strand? Barnes, the local bookseller. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. A cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a
Get
game.
the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Huh, road closed. Man, they just don't skimp out on blocking the road. They block the sidewalk too. Locking tea shop.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
Really, Holmes? How can you be so sure?
On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
Arthur Ignatius Conan Doyle. He is the author of the original series.
That the sort of thing?
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Graham Island. Went down that street, so he should be over here then. Doesn't help me out.
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this? Bags under eyes. The effects of overwork. Leans heavily on his right leg. Or left leg. High heels. Wants to look taller. Mr. Barnes has large bags under his eyes, the result of poor sleep and stress. He has developed a limp, likely the result of an attack. He wears high heels to look taller or stronger, presumably to deter future violence. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone and might be involved in a plot against me. Or is it workaholic? Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes, the result of long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. He seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hands suggests he is the one who soiled the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, workaholic seemed like the more accurate answer.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
No, really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
Exotic Plants Catalog. A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Well, he trusts me behind the counter, I guess.
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Look. Oh, no. I don't want to leave that.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Yeah, that painting is like trash. Okay. Right.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. The finest view London has to offer.
Well, I knocked some books over. Why not, anyhow? Oh. Doesn't look like there's anything more to investigate. Let's... Ooh.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think. I like bookshops. One of the few spots in London where you are shunned for making a racket. Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Barnes, broken ladder. There is a bouquet of dead flowers in the window of Barnes's bookshop. It is placed on an improvised stand made from a pile of books. It seems that Mr. Barnes wants to make sure that his flowers are clearly visible. Mycroft's agents use similar signals to communicate with each other. Okay, I'll come back to this. Somebody I got a question. Hey, Dark Dragon. I started following. Thanks for the follow.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall. I should have worn something warmer.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original. People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin? The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them. Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Avoids eye contact or distraction. Luxury fabric, unusual for work attire. Mourning brooch, honoring deceased husband. Wearing makeup, for beauty or concealment. Clean boot. Change shoes upon arrival. Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around the street seemingly in search for something. Perhaps she is waiting for someone. While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes shows no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. When she tries to bury her grief by while she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze, always staring off into the distance, reveals her emotional detachment. Taken as a whole, one must conclude that Mrs. Fleming is still reeling from her tragic loss. Okay. We're gonna do that one.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Flowers.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do. Why is Barnes acting so strange? So that. Mr. Barnes is in love. Mr. Barnes loves Mrs. Fleming. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come into his shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. a questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the Strand outside 221B Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Okay. All right.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
Okay.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus in your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
So this game was actually made in 2023, right after the last of the Sherlock Holmes stories went into public domain. No. I said 2023. This is a remake of the point and click game. (2023). Well, they're indie developers that made this game, so. The Strand, September 28th, 1882. Saltpetre explosion rock dock. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ships Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening, en route to Europe, when it was rocked by several conclusive explosions. The Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river. But with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Okay.
I'm sure Barnes has had enough of our meddling, Mr. Holmes. We best be off.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Well, I think this might be Scotland Yard.
Not much further now.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Okay,
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. The servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Tell me about Kimahia.
He's foreign, a Maori, all the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair, and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English, never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Well, that's not a start. Alright. So the police ain't going to help investigate. So I'm doing it. Okay. So man, you know, other games don't do this. And the young Sherlock Holmes games have been going back to the game's roots of exploration. When the game was mostly action-based. Like somebody's in the middle of...
Chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Okay, so she's here. The Sherlock can use imagination for our task and RB to imagine interaction nodes again. Then create an accurate version of events. Need more.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly? A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. No air coming through it. No air coming through it. Button chops. The remains of a meal. A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
The ashes are long since cold.
Hey.
Stenwick makes a servant live in a tool shed? You think you know someone?
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them. No air coming through it.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney. This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Alright, so... So let's go. Parallel track.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh. Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here. A small navy spyglass. I will not be long, Captain. Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimmy here's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Oh.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Oh.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Hey. So. Alright, so now with that information, alright. All right. I do believe that this is what we're looking for. I need the last two.
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please try to remember this.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
All right. There's one more scene on this. There's another thing. Okay. Where is that one thing that I can concentrate? There's a window here. Right where is... pile of logs.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden. Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
So... Alright, time to speak to spending.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Okay.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
All right.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahir's cart, I gather. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahir's cart, I gather. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahir's cart, I gather. Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man? A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
So let's do that. So we're gonna. What are the notable features of the abductor? Oh no, sailor. Doctor is a sailor, a particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boot. They all add up to one conclusion. Kimahia's abductor is a sailor. Where does Kimahia's trail lead? Do that. Okay. Kimahia's trail leads to the port of London. Now we know what Kimahia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was a recent saltpeter accident in the port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kimihia, we must head to the port of London. There is no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab at the port of London immediately. Alright. So
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
hello,
The Port of London.
DRS.
Of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
Depart for this location. You cannot return.
Where
Yeah.
to go? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Alright. Blood Red Night. Port of London.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
Huh. One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps, before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. But without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimihia?
I changed back to the other hat. I'm sorry?
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen worse. Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
pale. Chapped lip. Vomit. Morning. Belly. Bit distended. Trousers a little too tight. The barmaid is in the early stages of pregnancy, hence the slightly distended belly and hints of morning nausea. Chapped lips and pale face indicate a lack of proper nutrition. However, she clearly has yet to know her pregnancy as she keeps wearing her unusual clothes, which are now too tight for her. The barmaid's in the early stages of pregnancy, hence the slightly distended belly and hints of morning nausea. Chapped lips and a pale face indicate a lack of proper nutrition. However, she tries hiding her swollen belly by wearing trousers that are too tight for her.
Your clothes are already tight, and soon they won't fit at all. How far along are you?
I thought I'd hidden it better. How did you know? Are you a doctor?
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
We must go.
Oh, no. No chance of a pint, then.
I gotta go back and look for stuff. I shall be back.
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home.
Help me, please.
Oh, you're fortunate. I will help you.
The man usually wanders close to dockyard.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
find any wandering in.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Do you know anything about this?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Town.
Help me, please.
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Missing person poster. Oh, Gervish missing for a week. Please tell if you see him. Ask Daya in Port Shanty Town. Red rag over house entrance.
It's a large harbour. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy. How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Help me, please. I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else. Help me, please.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Is this familiar to you?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Interesting. Or Gibraltar, speaking of carpenter.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother. She got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
Do you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the, shrine. I tried to sell it to buy Amma medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Don't go anywhere.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
I miss Gervais. Do you think he's okay?
Okay. So,
Can I ask you a question?
I think I can help you.
people say that Mr. Stolby may have gone to watch the ship that exploded yesterday near the third pier.
Is this familiar to you? Sorry, sir. I can't help you. Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Help me, please.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Ah.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, sorry. I know nothing.
All right.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
All right. Well.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
All right. Well.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Women on the right. to the horse and carriage. They are not here. Alright.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Could you help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
It's almost like he speaks for everyone.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask for your assistance?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Is this familiar to you?
I can't help you with this.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
You sure about that? Haven't been able to find another horse and carriage.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Well,
are you able to help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
well, obvious.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Can I ask you a question?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Could you help me?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Is this familiar to you?
Ugh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
May I ask for your assistance? I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay.
May I ask for your assistance? Sorry, sir. I can't help you. Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Wow. Okay, so... I didn't run into any of the women, so...
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Well, I guess diving into the water isn't an option.
Can I ask you a question?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Could you help me? Sorry, sir. I can't help you. Can I ask you a question?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Okay. Oh, I wish. Maybe it's on the other side.
May I ask you something?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
May I ask you something?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
So this I wonder if this is the guy who needs to talk.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy...
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the fourth person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, but I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
Now, where was I?
So...
Have you seen this before?
My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up.
Average height 5'5". Any stamp ink. Wilhelm Hillside pocket watch. Mint solid gold. No muscle tone. Not brawny. He is of the English blood, around 5 foot 5 inches, and has an average build. His lack of muscle tone implies that he is hardly strong. Mr. Soulsby does not seem to look like he is the abductor. His left palm bears several stamp ink stains. Some letters remain visible. H.M. Cuss. Apparently, Mr. Soulsby is the customs officer. He holds a brand new Waltham Hillside watch in his pocket. Only a corrupt customs officer can afford such things. Yeah. Let's see that one. Alright. Now, time to go to the pub. I know how to get my way back there. There we go. This looks like the right path.
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout, with a silver ball in place of a missing eye.
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a Dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the port.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
All right. Who abducted Emma here? Royce tells me. Yeah. Dirty Salmers is the abductor. Kima, he's abductor. Dirty Salmers is Kima, he's kidnapper. Seems that Roy Salisbury could be Salmers' accomplice. Alright. Alright, let's see, where are we at? I'm gonna buy us another half hour since I spent time setting up. Alright, time to find Roy Salisbury. I'll still be able to go here. We gotta go here.
What are you gawping at?
All right.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though.
Does it?
Your calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
Yes, I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that, on my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall, but I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He is a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
So, time to go back to the barmaid. Now, in the Testament of Sherlock Holmes, I didn't use the running a whole lot. There was no need for it, but this area is so much bigger. And there's so much backtracking to go back and forth on, which is indicative of a real investigation. And this is more open world than the Testament of Sherlock Holmes, so this kind of makes sense.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about Dirty Summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir.
Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what?
A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular here. You must know something about his business.
All I know is his drinks order.
Right.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Many people are missing, and the main suspect based himself in your establishment. One word to Scotland Yard and your life takes a turn for the worse. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key. Go and do what you will. Just leave me out of it.
All right, well, we got that. mattresses. Is the other outside door. Private room of the pub.
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up. £5. That won't go far. Strange symbols. I don't recognize them.
The job is to move crates to the warehouse area. Dirty Somers hires men in the pub's private room. Invoice for sailcloth. Parker and Williams Company, Manchester. Invoice number 012B. Date 20th of September 1882. Sold to Oscar Somers. Cargo. High quality sailcloth packed in wooden crates. Quantity 50 crates. Total 50 pounds. Alright, so alright. Warehouses. I think I know what one. I was by it recently. If I remember correctly, it was down here. Oh, red. That is one was red. Not the one I'm looking at. I remember going this way. That's 10. We are going this way. I do believe one is probably. Let's do this one. Where is Alhi? Imihia's whereabouts. 30 Somers has hired men for work. Specifically, to carry crates of sailcloth. The abductors could still be inside the warehouse, which should be marked with red paint.
Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you.
As my brother would say, it is for the greater good.
Now I can enter the warehouse.
Good quality, but torn in many spots. Good quality, but torn in many spots. Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out. Layers of rust will prevent any movement. This crank saw some use. It's stuck. No one's used it in a very long time. Fit for a crank. Well oiled and well maintained.
Well, let's go grab the crank then. Alright, Watson, what?
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some
A hidden passage.
Do you feel like a meat
Just as I expected.
Depart this location. You cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything you wanted to do here.
Yep. Wait here, Watson, and keep an eye on the doors. I'll scout the premises.
Will do. Be careful down there.
Wait. What's happening?
Okay, I'm assuming that was supposed to happen, and
What is this place? Where am I?
I think this is supposed to render like this. That's fog.
Strangely cold. Something is missing. This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion? The only way forward is the abyss.
Okay. Well.
Phew, I didn't die. It is icy cold and pulsating. My heart, be calm.
My heart, be calm, he says.
Now I am somewhere else. How? It's harder to breathe here. It's like it stares right through me.
All right. Where's the panel? Okay, well that's not it. Kind of stuck. Well, he's in an illusion or some sort. But I have to get those rocks to stay down. But you hear that sound? That's the sound of the panel that I'm supposed to step on or find to push. And it's supposed to keep those rocks down. I think I was.
head is already spinning. When will this end?
All right.
There are 2 recesses.
Ad break soon. It should be ending soon, but I want to get out of this area first, because I will be so confused. That's it.
On my head. What just happened?
So these 9 boot prints. Or size 9 boot prints.
What kind of trickery is this?
Clear edge, size 9.
Oh, that is truly revolting. Frozen and pulsing, almost like it has a heart. One down, one to go.
Okay. Oh, what was here is not here now. And then no. Oh.
The stench. A strange stone. It almost feels alive.
All right. Well. Okay.
Am I... Did I get out? John?
What is it, Holmes?
Oh, now I get to control Watson. So we're gonna save. TV lost its signal. Okay. Well, my TV doesn't have a signal now because apparently the HDMI cable needs to be pushed in. All right, so that's it for tonight. I'm not gonna raid since I hung this over just a tad, but it's getting really interesting. But that means that this one's a little bit longer than the Testament Sherlock Holmes, but I will say that there might be more to that. So with that, we are out.